In this video, we're going to be going through how to manually create a course. Now, for this, you wouldn't do this a lot because typically this would be either if you're creating a test course for yourself to test out content, or if you have a class that will not be enrolled through PowerSchool. The only reason we would have that would be, let's say it's a summer class that's taught online, and most of the time those typically aren't taught or enrolled in PowerSchool. But other than that, you wouldn't necessarily need to do this for students, and I would not recommend doing this unless it's outside of PowerSchool. So to start with this, you'll notice on the right hand side you'll see start a new course. We'll click on that, and then it's going to ask us to name our course. And so I'm just going to name mine Summer. There we go. And then create course. Once we have that, we now have a blank course. And so the next thing we're going to look at is how do we import content into this course. So let's say I already have a class that I've taught before that has content. I need to pull it into this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here to settings on this left hand side. And you'll notice now on the right hand side I have some options. And I'm going to import course content. When I click on that, it walks me through this. So I need to select a content type. And what I'm going to select is copy a Canvas course. And then I just need to start typing in the name of the course that I want to import. And this will search all of the ones that you're attached to. So I'm going to choose my Crash 2.0 course. And I'm going to do all content because I want all of my content to transfer over. And then this adjust events and due dates, I'm going to select that, and to make it easier on myself, I'm going to remove all due dates and available dates, everything, because it's much easier instead of trying to shift that over to just go through and manually set that up. And then I'm going to click import. And now it is working on that so that once it's done, all of the content will transfer over into that course. So while that's going on, let's look at how we can add students in. Because PowerSchool would typically sync students into our course, but since this is outside of PowerSchool, we'll have to manually add students. So over here on the left-hand side, we're going to click on People. In order to add new people to the course, you'll need to have their names and their email address or their student ID, one or the other. It'll be easiest if you have their student ID. And then I'm going to go over here to Plus People. And when I do that, it pulls up this box. If you're adding by email address, you can go ahead and type in their email address and hit Next. If you're doing it by their student ID, then you'll click this middle box and type in their student ID. And then after you're done with that, you'll hit Next, and it will walk you through the process for enrolling that student. The final thing you have to do, I'm going to click Home and go back. We have to make sure that the students can see the course, so we have to publish it. So as you can see, now I have content that was imported in. Once you're ready for students to see it, you'll have to go over here to the right-hand side and make sure you hit Publish. Once you do that, your students will be able to see it, and you'll be good to go. If you have any questions about this process, please let me know.